Yo, what's good, YouTube? Black B Beast in here, bringing you a Madden 15 gameplay. My opponent went ahead and got these Carolina Panthers and has no sympathy whatsoever, while I play with these Dallas Cowboys with the awesome offense, but just a terrible, terrible defense. But you know what? That shouldn't be as much as an issue this year, simply because in settings, if you guys haven't seen this already, you can go ahead and pick even teams and make sure that your team raises its skill points or skill level to the team that you're playing. So no more playing the 49ers and you getting all these fumbles and things like that. It's even, and that's how I'm interpreting it. Anybody who sees it differently or knows more information than me, like maybe I'm not like understanding it properly, but that's how I understood it. And if that's the way EA did it, man, that is great. That is awesome. Because last year was just so hectic, man. So many times playing with a lesser team and literally, like, no joke, just losing games simply because my team wasn't better. But you know, that's something that I hopefully won't have to worry about as Dwayne Harris gets beast mode on him, though. Definitely like the way the kick returns are this year, and just honestly the overall mechanics of running. It is annoying that players break tackles, but that's realistic. You know what I mean? Like, look, you know, in the past, Skandrick hasn't been a great tackler. You know, I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan, so I always use them as a reference. That was a dot to Beasley. But, you know, he's gonna break. He's not gonna make a tackle against Marshawn Lynch. It's not gonna happen like that, most likely. So man, that just creates a whole nother freaking world of subbing in appropriate players for certain schemes and getting the right players on the field and the players' attributes. It's just it's crazy, but it's dope and I love it, and it makes the game more competitive, and it allows, you know, it to be more fun. So hopefully all this stuff that I'm spraying out of my mouth is something that is real, because you know the game changes as the years go on, and yeah, you know, I think everyone kind of likes the game. You know, I just feel like, you know, just whatever the issue is, I said this in my last video, it can be fixed. The stuff with the play calling, the stuff with sometimes people come, like linemen literally come in like unblocked, but you know, that's all stuff that they can patch up, you know what I mean? So not worried about it too much. Right here I'm like not running a great scheme. I'm running 4-3, and this is a game that I was practicing that A-gap blitz that I posted up on my channel, the last video that I just posted up. And so I'm not like honestly like properly scheming. I'm just being stupid, sending the same blitz over and over again to make sure that it works, and it works a couple of times, but I just realized, I figured out its inconsistency from this game because it just wasn't coming in enough, you know, and that's probably because of play action and blocking and running back or shifting the line. So by the way, quick update on some things. I went to a John Legend concert. I forgot the date. It was sometime last week, but I'm gonna go ahead and post a quick video up about it in the yeah, I'm going brain dead, get my thought back. Okay, there it is. I'm gonna go ahead and post up a quick clip about it at the end of this video, as we have no stick skills to run over the fallen defender and so you guys can take a look at it, because honestly it was something that was like amazing and life-changing. I'm actually a poet and like a songwriter. Many people don't know that about me because I don't share it, but it just was very moving to me because I'm really into poetry, and what I've understood about poetry, if anybody writes poetry, you should understand this. If you don't understand it, then listen up. Poetry is not about being a dope lyricist. That's what rappers are for. It's not about assembling words together in the right way to sound dope. That's fine. I mean, that's fun. But what poetry is about throwing dots. No, I'm just playing. Poetry is about being the voice of the people when issues are going on and nobody knows like how to express or understand, or so poetry, you become the voice of the people. You give the people clarity. You speak to them what they're feeling, even though they don't know they're feeling it. And in this John Legend concert, that's what hit home to me, because with all this stuff happening with police brutality, you know, in all of that, you know, people feel some type of way. You know, we all feel some type of way, and some of it is an educated response, some of it is an uneducated response, but that's another conversation for another day. But nonetheless, I felt like from this John Legend concert, like they really made a message to really describe what's going on right now in America, what we should do about it, and how we're feeling about it. And you know, it's an important job to gain clarity, because I think, you know, it brings people closer together. But anyway, up off the deep stuff, because sometimes I get deep like the ocean. That's going to bring this gameplay to the end. He ends up quitting out. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Gonna post up another tip tomorrow. It's going to be an offensive tip, so watch out for that. And that's pretty much it, guys. Appreciate you watching my videos. Until next time, be easy.
The first time you hear what's going on, it is 1971, and you are an Afro-American organizing for Chisholm in your very own chocolate city. The policemen there are trigger happy and trained on every man you know has gone off to at least one war, come back wrapped in a flag, walking or dead, a flag burning over his heart, a bullet wound where each star should be. So all the brothers you know stand their ground, bloodied, lips agape, teetering, taste poison on the wind. And in May of this very year, our Motown hero spat the pop out of his mouth and sang the gospel and the truth. First time you hear what's happening, your brother Lester has returned from his war with whales lodged in his forehead. Say he been trying to smack it out, see if there was some boy worth running for, some child make a slave out of men. Even your junkie, veteran, big brother one Sunday evening off his Jones walked you to Lucky Pool Hall on New Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. There, Mr. Walter smacks a full $5 bill down on a crooked jukebox and lets the whole album repeat and repeat and repeat. And that's how you have to listen to it, you know, one cut right into the next. The author's agony over babies born black spun into dirge and him. And you got good church training, don't you? Interrupt the pastor or the soloist, Brother Marvin, both. I mean, he says, what other weapons have we to fight the forces of hatred? So you and Lester and Mr. Watkins and the man whose voice is spilling out the jukebox sway together there in the middle of billiards and Pall Malls hold each other in sight. Only way it's all right for our men to be close. So when Marvin gets to the part about I ain't seen nothing but trouble, baby, Lester just throw up both his hands. Holler his Vietnam into this black beret he's been sporting since the rally. Chokes down hard on this America he been kissing on. How she keep cheating him out of his fair wages and his time with Jesus. How this singing Negro with the collar popped and eyes fixed on heaven know your brother's grief so well. Lester cries one of those ugly cries. Lester, who carried you to school the year they kept the dogs to bring you out, who had such a bold grin before they made him fear so much for his life, and he come back with a bad habit and has to ask himself, what's going on? No, really, what's going on? And he promised he gonna put down the stuff and love you like mama want him to again, and you almost believe he means it. I mean, really feels it when he turns to you and he says, sorry, I'm sorry, little brother, but you got a square and a 20 I can hold. And he rolls up his sleeves and he exits into dusk.
Mother, best in the need of you crying. Brother, there's fought in the need of you dying. You know we've got to find a way to bring some love in here today. Yeah, Father, to escalate. You see, war is not the answer, but only love can conquer hate. You know we've got to find a way to bring some love in here today. Oh, the lights, the picket signs, don't me with brutality.